take a walk on the woo-woo side with me. My name is Michelle Douglas and I'm an intuitive healer, coach and soul regression therapist. I help people to create health, wellness and prosperity in their lives through a process of clearing harmful or restrictive energies or beliefs. My ultimate goal is to empower you to create the life that you desire. For more information, visit findmysparkle.com. Hey there, it's Michelle Douglas here, coming to you from Find My Sparkle. And today we're going to talk about being, doing and having. So yesterday I was writing out in my journal like I normally do, and I received a message from my guides. So basically what they were telling me, let me just go backtrack a little bit. So every morning I dig out my journal, I write down 5 things I'm grateful for in that moment, and I try to bring up the emotion of gratitude associated with each of those things, and I spend a little bit of time on each one. Then I move on to, I pull a card for myself just to get me in the vibe, and I might pull an oracle card or a rune or something along those lines, and I normally have a question, so I'll normally say, ask for some guidance for my day, or I may ask about a particular topic. And then once I've finished that, I ask my guides directly for some advice. And again, I will ask about some guidance for that particular day, or I might ask about a particular topic. So if there's something that I'm needing help with, so just say I'm wanting to achieve something and I'm not sure what to do next, I'll normally ask about it when I'm doing my journaling in the morning. God, I'm really jerky this morning. Anyway. So yesterday I did my gratitudes, I did my card, and I got some good messages there from the card. And then I asked about a particular issue I was having, and I kind of got a lecture. So my guides, I love them. They've got great sense of humour, but they can be quite stern with me sometimes. So I was asking about something I wanted to achieve, and I've been using, they called it an excuse to not do what I wanted to do, saying I don't have time. Anyway, so they basically said to me that what I need to be doing is assume I've got the time and just do the bits I have time to do. And I've got to become or be the person that already has what it is I want. And I've got to do the things that person would do so that I can have the things that person has. And that actually struck a chord with me, and I know they were right, and they told me, yes, you're using excuses like lack of time, but they're saying I can just scale down what I'm doing so I can still do the same things that future me would be doing, just less often, because I don't have as much time at this point in time of my life. And I was like, oh my God. So Let's flip it around to, say, a relationship situation. Let's say you're single, you want a relationship, and you don't have one, right? So the first thing you've got to do is become the person who has the relationship that you want. So we're playing a little bit of make-believe, right, or pretend in this situation. So just pretend the perfect man has come along and swept you off your feet. And remember, I don't know if I've mentioned it in a podcast, but I probably will do one about it. He's met all the essential criteria. So you should always have essential criteria and nice to have criteria for a future relationship, so that you know straight away whether this dude will have potential or not, right? So let's say he's met all of your essential criteria and a big chunk of your desirable criteria, and he's currently away with work. But you're like walking on cloud 9 because you've got this wonderful man, he treats you right, and life is great. So you need to pretend you are that person that has this partner or boyfriend who treats you this way, and you're happy with him and life is great. So when you be that person, what is that person like? How do they act? How do they carry themselves? What are their thought processes? What are they thinking about? And I would guess they're not obsessed with the guy because they know he's in the bag, right? They'll be thinking about, maybe what am I going to cook for dinner tonight? Or and then what sort of things does this person do? So you've got the partner and everything's great. And so, what do you do each day? How do you carry yourself? How do you deal with life? That sort of thing. So you've really got to, like, maybe it's actually, I suggest, write it down. Yeah, call it future me. Anyway, yeah, so so write down future me, right? Pretend future me who has X, whether it be the dream job, the dream home, the partner, the freedom, the money, whatever it is, right? Future me who has blah. And then write about that person. So if they are somebody else. So this person does this, they think this way, their day starts off like this, and then they do that. And this is how they feel about their life, and this is what their day looks like. That really get into it and really get into detail. And this is really important, because what actually happens is that when you start becoming that person that already has what it is you want, your energy shifts. And what happens when your energy shifts is that you begin to attract vibrational things that match that energy shift. So, for example, with the relationship, your vibe will rise and you will begin to send out energy that in turn links into somebody else who has a matching energy and draws them in. So this is how you attract the man you want. You've got to become the person that has the man you want so that he can appear. And, and with anything, if you want, you'd say your dream home or whatever it is, or the dream job, your energy shift actually starts wheels in motion to start creating that reality that you're actually wanting. But you need to fully become and embrace who that is before it can happen. And like, I know when we were buying this house, like before we came to have a look at it, we didn't have the money to buy this house. We had no way. And we were only new as well. We had only been dating for 7 months, and we walked in the front door, and straight away I went, yeah, we're going to own this. I know it. I just knew we were going to own this house. So my energy was very strongly aligned with owning this house. And I don't know how we did it. I keep saying to my husband, he pulled the money out of his backside, because I have no idea how we did it, but we did. And a number of events occurred at the same time to make sure that it was going to happen, because I was basically that person who owned this house. I just knew we were going to own this house. And I visualized it as well, just to give it a bit more power and that sort of thing. And here we are, several years later, very happy, loving where we live. Living amongst nature and the forest and everything else. So, yeah. So, message for you today is think about what you want. Write down who that person is, how they act, what they do, how they feel, what their emotions are, everything about that person. So, you need to be, and then do what that person does. So this gets a bit interesting if you're wanting more money, because that person may spend a whole lot more money on certain things, right? And you may not have that money at the moment. But try to, this is where you need to get creative. Think of different ways you can do what that person does without actually breaking the bank or, making your financial situation worse. And it could just be that, you go window shopping in certain types of stores, or if you're into that sort of thing, I hate shopping, or look at properties that are online, and then maybe go to open homes to have a look at the types of properties that you'd like to own one day, and if you had the money to do so. So really become that person and do what they do, and then ultimately you will eventually have what those people have. And those people are you. You just need to become them. So anyway, that's me today, and I hope this has given you some ideas, but happy for you to contact me through findmysparkle.com if you have any questions or need some guidance or advice on how you can apply this. Have a great day. Bye.